Hello, welcome back to day one of the video series I'm calling the Overwhelmed Mumma Spring Clean. Now, as we all know, us mummas and us daddies too are very much overwhelmed raising our families, working full-time, part-time, whatever it is we're doing, trying to stay on top of the housework, but also trying to get a good spring clean done right now. For me, it wasn't working, so I've had a look at how I spring clean and I've reevaluated it. So this is going to be day one of my Overwhelmed Mumma Spring Clean. In day one, we do all our regular housework as normal, but we also dust and clean anything above head height. So literally, if it's above head height, it's getting wiped down, cleaned, decluttered, organised, whatever it is, it's getting done. My only exceptions are windows and cupboards because they will form part of their own day. So follow along with me, we'll get our housework done, we'll get a good spring clean done, and we'll manage to do it without the rest of the house falling to pieces. Because I don't know about you, but as soon as I focus on one room, the rest of the house spectacularly falls apart. No more of that. We're going to get everything done in one day and part one of the spring clean done. I still don't know what's wrong with this duvet. The duvet cover does not fit the duvet anymore. I'm going to have to invest in all new bedding. I'm going to do that anyway as soon as we're sorted with a few other things because everything's covered and stained in mud. On top of this wardrobe, there's loads of stuff I didn't even know I had stuck up here. There was some Christmas packaging, like the boxes that stuff came in. My sister's baubles, she does want those back, so I'm going to put them somewhere safe for when either she comes down or I go down to see her. I didn't realise either that the top of this actually comes off, which made it so much easier to clean. It's really depressing when you're that thrilled that this little thing happens that means you can clean it easier. But it meant I didn't have to reach all the way to the back to scrub the top of this unit down. Just pulled it up and wiped it off. Everything above head height includes the curtain rail. Not the curtains themselves, just the curtain rail and I'm not sure what that bit's called, but we have a bit of wood above our windows that is for drilling the curtain rods into, that sort of thing. So I've dusted that off as well. Now, before I can actually do any of the cobweb dusting, I need to clean the floor space. Our floor space up here gets filled with bits and bobs quite quickly, and it's going to be treacherous for me to be looking up while dusting and trying to avoid all this stuff on the floor. Just not possible. So I'm going to clean the floor before I clean the ceiling. That box of water you can see, or could see, because now we've changed camera angle, is my tadpoles. I like to try and breed some tadpoles every year. I find it fun and entertaining. I would have liked to keep 2 frogs in a tank in my new outdoor shed. Oh, can't wait to show you that. But I don't think it's something I'm going to be doing. These are wild animals. I didn't want them getting eaten by our fish, which is why they're in a tank just until they can get big enough to go back out into the wild as proper froggies. They'll be absolutely fine to do that. Yeah, I just didn't want them getting eaten, and I don't really want to keep a wild pet. You know, a wild animal is a wild animal. It is not a wild pet. So yeah, my baby froggies, once they are froggies, will be going back out. Hopefully I'm going to get a pond or small pond dug around where we have our vegetables, because the frogs hopefully should act as natural predators for the slugs and caterpillars and things like that that cause damage to the crops. I mean, that's my hope. Whether that's actually going to be the reality of what happens or not, who knows? But hey, I like to breed my tadpoles. It's fun, it doesn't hurt, and it means that some of the tadpoles that would have got eaten by the fish actually get to survive. This storage box that's hidden behind my chest of drawers here is actually a box of stuff from Melissa's room. When I deep cleaned her room, I took all this out and I was hoping she'd go through it slowly, realise she didn't need all the junk that she was keeping in her room, because there is a lot of junk in that box. I'm talking small Kinder Egg toys or other such tiny little toy treats that she's got from places. I was hoping she would go through the box and make some room in her room, but she hasn't, and now the box is just taking up room in our room. So today that is going to stop. I'm decluttering our room. I am tired of all the visual disturbance and clutter. It's tiring my brain out. So that box will be finding its way back into Alyssa's room. If she wants the visual clutter and is happy with that in her room, then that is what she can have. Me, I can't stand it. The visual clutter drives me up the wall. I need clean, empty surfaces, clean, empty spaces, and calm. For those of you in my other videos that have suggested we have too much stuff and we need to declutter, this is absolutely what we intend to do, and I have been going through things and decluttering. However, I do live with other people in this house. The other people in this house have stuff, as do I. And it is not my place to be going through their property and getting rid of it or selling it however I choose. You know, I can't just go and do that. So, unfortunately, I have to live with clutter and not so much mess. Mess sounds dirty, but it is. It's visual mess. And I have to either find somewhere to put all these things and make them look nice, which is the big challenge, or I have to convince them that actually we don't need all this stuff, which is another big challenge. This is why, as I say, we can't just declutter. It's not my place, it's not my stuff. I can declutter all my things as much as I like, but it won't change the fact that other people have their stuff, their possessions. So I'm just going to have to, for now, get rid of what I can, sell what I can, and then find beautiful storage solutions that work for everybody. Now the floor's all done, I can finally get to the cobwebs. I will dust the cobwebs, I will not dust the spider webs. What's the difference, I hear you asking? Well, let me tell you. A spider web has a spider resident in it. A cobweb is a vacant spider web. It does not have a spider in it. That back corner has a cellar spider in it, so it is a spider web, and I will not destroy it. I will wait until that spider has abandoned it or passed away, and then it becomes a cobweb and I will dust it down. Just my own personal preferences and decision making and beliefs. I don't think it's right to be destroying something else's habitat just because I don't like it. It's doing me no harm. It really doesn't matter, so I choose not to destroy it. But that's just me. If you're happy to dust down your spider webs and your cobwebs or evict them, then, well, you do you. I will do me, and I will not remove spider webs. Anyway, back to the cleaning. Yes, this is me hoovering. You don't get to see it very often, so enjoy. I'm actually secretly really looking forward to the day where I do the floors. Because this shark hoover, I think it's for pets. I'm pretty sure it's for pets. I can't remember. But this shark hoover does not seem to get up all the dog hair. I don't know why. I clean it enough, but it doesn't get up all the dog hair. So when I do the floors, on whatever day of the cleaning regime gets me to floors, I will be hoovering them. Then using a hair brush thing, it's like a, I'll show you when we get there, to scrape the floors and pull all the hair up. I will then be aquavacking my carpet or shampooing my carpet. I will also by then have a nice little scrubby device, so I can go along and scrub the carpets really deeply before I get the shampoo onto it and pull all the muck up. That will finally get all the hairs out of the carpet. I can't wait. I'm sick to death of being covered in hairs. Again, as I said with day one though, because that's where we are today, we are doing everything above head height. This includes on top of your door frames, on top of your doors, high up in corners, getting those cobwebs and spider webs if you please. We also are doing the lampshades and light bulbs. I did do the lampshade and light bulb in our bedroom. Unfortunately, I put the camera in the wrong place and all you got was a close-up of my behind. It wasn't a very flattering shot. So I just deleted it. You won't be seeing that. I'm also making sure that anything that needs hanging up above head height or shelves that need putting up above head height are getting put up and out of the way today. That beautiful picture you just saw was given to me by my sister. I did have it downstairs and it just never looked right where I wanted it. Then I found the perfect place for it, above the stairs on that wall there that never has anything on it. I loved it there. I love it. It's a perfect place for it. Now, am I crazy, or does that picture not just lend something special to that wall there? I know you can't really see it at this angle, like the whole thing on the wall. But it just makes the stairs look so much warmer there, and it gives you something to see as you come down. I love it. I think it's amazing there. The stairs are going to be getting redecorated soon, and I can't wait. There is so much I want to do to this house. And there's so much money ready to be spent on it. I've just got to earn it first. But that's for a different day. Oh, I'm looking forward to it so much. I'm so excited. The changes I want to make, it's going to look beautiful. Hoovering this small patch of carpet at the bottom of my stairs, right by the front door here, takes forever. You have to go over it so slowly and so many different angles. The dog likes to lay here. It's a beautiful little sun trap, so he can spend hours just laid here. And it's also where he lays to Pester to go every day for his walks. He will lay here and cry at you until you take him for a walk. He is a border collie. They do enjoy going for lots of walks, as I'm sure we all know. So yeah, he will just lay here all day in the sun sleeping after he's been for his walk, or will lay here and wait for you to take him for a walk. So getting the hair out of this part of the carpet is just a pain in the bottom. Can take me a good 10-15 minutes of hoovering to get all the hair up. He is brushed quite regularly and he does get bathed a lot, but given that we are coming now into spring and summer, he is shedding his winter coat, and that means there's a lot more hair laying about. Although, if I'm really honest with you, I'm probably over-exaggerating about the 10-15 minutes. It is quite a long time, though. Now, more cobwebs. Dun, dun, dun. Look at them. I did try and dust this with the feather duster, and as you can see, it just all sort of clumped together and was horrible. This smoke alarm, well, once I cleaned it, it was actually white underneath. The nicotine stains turned it kind of yellow, and once I gave it a good scrub down, it actually went back white. I don't think from this angle you're going to be able to see it very well, but yeah, I was horrified at the amount of ugh I got off it. Now, just behind my head is our consumer unit for our electric. It's our meter box. We pay as we go for our electric, so all of that is right by the bathroom and the front door. I will not, yeah, see how yucky that is? I will not be dusting or like wiping down the electrical consumer box. I'm not brave enough to be putting damp cloths next to that amount of electricity. I say brave enough, probably stupid enough actually. I'm leaving it alone. Do you know what? If people come to my house and they're concerned that my electrical consumer box has spider webs and cobwebs on it, well then, you know, I kind of want your life if that's all you're concerned about. So yeah, I will be leaving the electrical boxes alone. However, they will be being boxed in, so they will look pretty because I hate looking at them. They really are not the most attractive things in the world to be seeing every day. So they're going to get boxed in, and I can't wait for that to happen. While I was doing room by room deep cleaning, I did actually deep clean the bathrooms. This room has been done. I did have a quick look around for any more cobwebs. There aren't any in here at the minute, which is fantastic news. So I won't be doing my up high cleaning in here because I already have done the deep clean in the bathroom. Before I lost control of the entire house doing one room a day or one room a week, yeah, the bathroom has been done. So it's just getting its daily normal clean. That's how overwhelmed I was getting with deep cleaning one room at a time. This is part of my Vax carpet shampooer. It's still in the bathroom from when I deep cleaned Alyssa's room. I emptied it out in here, rinsed it out, and it still hasn't been put away. That's how overwhelmed I got. This is why I'm doing one thing a day, starting with everything above head height. Now this corner is supposed to be my feng shui money corner. It's supposed to have stuff in it that reminds you of money and be pretty nice. So I've put up our picture frame that has, they're not rare dollar bills, but there's something special about them. You'll have to ask Dell. He collects coins and things like that. So these are special to him. So I'm popping that frame up and getting it dusted so it doesn't fall down and damage any more of my ornaments. They're actually going to get glued and fixed today. It was after I put this picture frame up, though, that I realised I spent not a lot of money, but a good chunk of money on getting shelving to put in these alcoves. 3 shelves in each alcove. So we could put books on them and we could put cars on them and have somewhere pretty for the storage. Yeah, I then realised now I put the picture frame up, I can't put the flaming shelves up, can I? Because that's where they were meant to go. I do try getting a couple of books out. Here we go, and I'm going to measure them up against the wall to see if I can put the shelves below them. But I don't think that's going to look right. So in the end, I gave up and I found another location for my shelves. I actually think they're going to look a lot better than where I originally planned for them to go, in these alcoves. Oh, this poor yucca plant. I think it's a yucca. If it ain't, I'm calling it a yucca anyway. It's been through the wars. It's been knocked over by the cat. It's been left out in the garden. It fell over in the wind and no one realised, so it was actually laying root bare in the wind and rain for I don't know how many days, maybe even a week or so. And its leaves are all dead and battered, and every time I look at it I think, poor thing. So I'm going to take care of it. I know this is something below head height and probably shouldn't be something I'm dealing with today. But I was in a really good mood, and actually the cleaning was going faster than I anticipated. So I thought, why not? Get the scissors out while I'm thinking about it. We'll chop off all this dead leafage and make the plant look pretty again and healthy again. At least until the next time the flipping cat decides to knock it over. I hope she won't. She has calmed down an awful lot since she's been neutered, which is fantastic. So I'm hoping she won't be bouncing around on here trying to send this flying anymore, because I don't think it needs any more distress. Now, I left my camera recording and Dell recorded this little clip for you all. He's a character and a half. Oh, see, clearly I can't leave my stuff unattended because he'll jump in and play games as well, so he's so funny. Once again, I'll just remind you that today's spring cleaning must-do is everything above head height. So picture rails and picture frames, mirrors if they're above head height. The curtain rails, they get a quick dusting here too. We're leaving windows out of it. They will be getting their own special day. Everything above head height needs to be taken care of today. It's now cracking on into the early afternoon evening, and this house gets stupidly cold. So I am going to go around as I clean and just shut all the curtains up, all the door curtains we've got in, just to try and keep the heat in rather than letting it back out as the sun goes down. this is not a bin bag of rubbish. This is a bin bag full of soft furnishings and teddies, toys, etc. that will be going off to car boot sale or the charity shop once we get round to a nice warm weekend where we're both available and can do one. Yeah, I haven't just started hoarding rubbish. It actually is bona fide stuff. I love my slippers. I don't know why I carry them around with me for 5 minutes while doing the housework before I finally decide to put them on my feet. Genuinely don't know what that was all about, but my little Yoda slippers are fantastic. Now I know the tumble dryer in the living room is still bothering some of you. Once I get to that part of the deep cleans, it will be being moved. However, for now it's still serving a purpose. It's keeping us a bit toasty in the evenings as it pumps out the lovely warm air. So yeah, for now, do you know what? I have a tumble dryer in my living room. My shelves that are resting on it are going to go in that corner between the two windows. They're going to go there, have some LED lights popped on them. They're going to look beautiful and we'll be able to see things that we like rather than having them in the dining room and just be the first thing you see when you walk through the door. It's like this visual noise. So the dining room is going to be nice and calm, and in here we're going to be surrounded by the things we love, the things we want to see every day, and it's still going to look calm, but it's going to be more personal, more us. After all, this is our personal living space. People expect to see living things in a living space, but it will still be calm and decorated nicely. The dartboard, that dartboard wall there, is getting a whole new makeover at some point. And my candles I got for, not Easter. Oh my goodness, what is the thing with pumpkins called? Halloween! Halloween! My little candles I got on the mantelpiece for Halloween have actually been damaged now by darts. So I am going to burn them at some point and then hopefully buy some new ones for next Halloween. Again, with the things above head height, this picture that I'm dusting now, my sister got us a good few years ago. She actually made it for us. Given I am Raquel and Dell is obviously Dell, she made us this Only Fools and Horses little picture frame thing with lots of memorabilia in it. I am going to put that back up. It fell down a while ago. I've been meaning to get around to putting it back up. I just never have time or the inkling to do it. But today, everything above head height means this is finally getting taken care of. We haven't had a dance break in one of my videos for a while, have we? So, let's rectify that, shall we? Okay, thank you Chaz and Dave, that's enough of that before I start breaching copyright laws. I'm going to keep dancing, however you will not be able to hear the music because I don't want to get banned or have this video sound removed for copyright infringement. So just enjoy the dancing and pretend you can hear what's going on. We will also be breaking in a moment for some Sister Act sing-along. When Jesus washed, la 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 la. Okay, enough of that before we get breached for copyright again. I love to sing and dance at the top of my lungs. I like to sing like no one's listening, dance like no one's watching, and live my best life while I'm doing my housework. Nothing feels better, and I had forgotten all about that until I started listening to my daily motivational stuff, which really has changed my life back for the better. Dell has been putting on some really good music, and it's time to just let yourself be free. Bit of Grease, again that's another one. Dell has promised once a month, if I can find a karaoke bar to go to, we are going to be doing karaoke duets. So in a bar near us very soon you may well be able to hear me singing that Grease song as loud as I can with Dell. Dell'll probably be drunk, I probably won't be, I don't drink, so we'll be having fun singing and dancing in public. Can't forget to feed El Pupo while I'm singing, dancing, cleaning. I also have to remember that my little woofer needs food. He does the strangest thing when you feed him. He runs and hides upstairs and then he'll come back down to be fed. It's very odd behaviour. Don't know why he does it. We have found out why he's itching so much. He has been flea'd, he has been wormed. What's happening is because he's a double-coated breed and we're coming into the summer, he's losing his undercoat. This can be fairly itchy. He is getting brushed more often to try and help combat this. However, he's, it's like if you were to go and get a haircut, that loose hair just causes you to be extra itchy. It's just a sad fact of reality that this particular season, he's more itchy than he was last season. We're doing our best for him. He is being tended to as much as we can. But that is why he is itching a lot more than you'd normally see. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, Baby Cat is also absolutely fine. She just wandered through frame and you can see where she's been shaved bald. This is because she recently had surgery to be neutered. She's recovering well. She now goes outside. She's absolutely fine. But I know there will be some concerned viewers seeing the cat who's had surgery and be like, oh, is she okay? Yeah, absolutely fine. we've now had dinner. It's very early in the evening, probably about 5-6 o'clock I want to say. I can't remember the exact time it was. Dell has jumped in the bath, so I have some time to myself to get this kitchen cleaned. Now, I managed to get everything done, washed up after dinner, the laundry piled nicely, everything clean and tidy, and my overwhelmed mumma day one, everything above head height cleaning, all done in under an hour. I'm so impressed with myself. I just went at this like head down, get it done while Dale was in the bath. I wanted it all clean, ready for when he got out. Not that he would have minded if I hadn't, but I just wanted to do that for myself. I wanted to get it done. I did, however, have a small battle that there was no hot water because obviously he'd taken it all for his bath, so I had to use the kettle to start the first load of washing up. And then I added some more hot water for the bits that needed to be done afterwards because by this point the boiler had reheated the water. Getting on top of this work surface would have been a little bit more graceful and a lot more easier if I had used a stool or a chair to get up there. I didn't. So yeah, I did it. I'm just going to clean on top of these cupboards. You can't quite see it, so we're just going to skip over that. You know what I'm doing. I'm wiping down the tops of my cupboards. Getting down was also great fun. I had to sort of slide myself down and then figure out how to spin around and get off. This is much more easier now I'm losing weight with my personal trainer and becoming a bit more flexible. I would have never been able to do it before. I would have had to have got a chair or some help. I couldn't quite reach all my cobwebs around the top of the kitchen, so I actually end up standing on my pile of laundry. That's right, my pile of laundry is that big, it helps me reach the ceiling, so I finally get all the cobwebs around the top of the room. And that is day 1 of the Overwhelmed Mumma Deep Clean series done. All my housework has been done and everything above head height has been cleaned. See, I can do it all in one day if I try, and it means my whole house is going to get spring cleaned and I'm going to get to stay on track with my housework. Join me again really soon where I'll get into day 2, which is everything mid-range. So this is going to be everything from shoulder height down to probably about hip height. There's going to be a lot included in that range area, and we'll probably include windows and such like. So make sure you've clicked the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and I am going to be back again really soon with some more Overwhelmed Mumma deep clean videos. Let's spring clean our house and stay on top of everything at the same time. We can do it, guys. It's busy, it's hard work, but we're gonna get a spring clean done and not lose our minds. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm gonna take out the rubbish now after I've emptied the Hoover into it, and I hope to see you all again really, really soon. Bye for now, everyone.